Yo, what's going on, guys? DJS here. Wanted to bring you guys a video of my top pickups for 2013. I was going to do just a regular top 10 pickups, and then I thought about it, and I was like maybe 15 and maybe 20. And I ended up deciding on top 25 pickups because there was so many pickups in 2013 that I wanted to give some of them shine here and there, and I couldn't do it all within the top 10 shoes. I ended up picking up a lot of stuff this year. I realized this, and I realized that I'm very fortunate in the situation that I'm at to be able to afford the sneakers that I'm able to buy. So I think that's pretty important to note, because it's not, I think I have a hard time doing a video like this because I don't want you guys to feel like it's a competition where I'm trying to outshine other people or anything crazy like that at all. I'm just showing you guys what I was able to pick up this year and kind of the things that I'm passionate about, and hopefully you guys take away that aspect of it. I know that there's always going to be negative with the positive, but I just wanted to throw that disclaimer out there. But it really has been a crazy year in sneakers. I ended up picking up quite a few sneakers. This is just going to be my top 25 for sneakers that released in 2013. I will have another video for my top 10 pickups that were bought in 2013, but the release date was on a previous date. So I got a lot of eBay pickups this year. So I'll do a top 10 version of that. And then I also have another video that I'll be doing soon. It's the top 10 sneakers that I missed in 2013, which there was quite a few of them. But let's go ahead and jump in. I wanted to show you guys starting here. This is going to be a long video, just so you guys know, because there's 25 sneakers to get through. Even if I spend a minute on each sneaker, it's going to take 25 minutes, but hopefully I won't take that long. First one, free Oregon State Beaver, or Oregon Beaver, that's a bad thing to say. Oregon State Beaver trainers here. And these things are crazy. I love the logo on the back. You guys know that I just recently picked these up, and they are orange and black, as you know, and I love this colorway. Number 25 on the list. Let's go ahead and move it on. There's going to be a whole bunch here. A runner-up, I guess, that I probably should mention is these ones. I was going to do a top couple pickups for SBs, and I realized I didn't pick up that many, so I have to throw this one in last minute. But this is a great shoe, in my opinion. I love the laces on the shoe and the detail of the Concord SB Dunk. Moving on to number 24, because that one didn't count, is the LeBron Black Suede or Mint EXTs. I think that these ones got a bad rap because it was the last of a bunch of different releases, but I really do like this colorway. I like the brown and the black. I think it's a very, very clean looking sneaker. So this one is number 24 on my list, the LeBron 10 Black Suede or Mint. Let's move on, and we have another LeBron. We have the Area 72 LeBron. This is a great sneaker as well. I love the details in this. Look at the midsole. And it's crazy that we're seeing another Area 72 sneaker, which is the Asteroid Foamposites, dropping this week, or tomorrow actually. So pretty crazy. I'm curious to see how those ones are going to be selling. It's kind of sloppy that they threw in an Area 72 last minute, but I don't know, hit or miss. I actually like the bottoms of the Area 72 Foamposite or Asteroid Foamposites, so I'm still kind of on the fence if I'm going to pick them up or not. If I can get them at a good price, I'll definitely do it. But these ones are number 23. Moving on, and some of these in no particular order. I mean, some of them are ranked higher than other ones, but really, like, they're all just pretty great pickups in my opinion. We have the Army Foamposites. Now, I know some people are going to be like, what? Why is that in your list? Well, I really like the print of this shoe, and the fact that this has gum bottom, a gum sole, like, this is just nuts to me. I love the fact that they have this on a Foamposite. I hope that they have more of them. This could also be a pretty dope custom, but the upper is pretty awesome. I actually really like the Hits of Volt. Some people really didn't like that, but I actually like it. It makes it pop a little bit more. And then, of course, you have that sole in the carbon fibers there as well. But this sole is really what sold it to me, and that's the reason why it's on the list. Moving on, we have the next one on the list, and let's see here. Here it is. Bel Air 5s. I know people are going to hate on this. It is a hyped shoe. It was one of those ones that, and you can see that the toe box in this is pretty crazy design if I like zoom in. Like, it's just a crazy material on it. But I know people are going to hate on these, but honestly, I really love conceptually the idea of Bel Air shoe. Did it execute as perfectly as I would have liked? Maybe not, but I like the nostalgic value of a sneaker like this. So for that, I guess this one was in my top 25. But I know it is a hype sneaker, and if it wasn't as limited, people wouldn't care about it as much, but I'm still glad I was able to get it into the collection. moving on, we have, I'm going to lose track of my numbers here, so somebody keep me honest. We have the Forging Iron LeBron 11s. This is a great colorway for me because I love my orange, and the orange and silver is nice with the reflective lace lock. Definitely a plus on this, and the clear soles, and the collar on this thing is pretty rad as well. So this one is on my list as well. Moving on, we have Blitz Blue. Is that what these are called? I honestly don't even remember the names. And naming convention to me, if you guys are like, you don't even know the names of the sneakers, naming convention doesn't have any bearing to me. If you like the sneaker, you like the sneaker. If you don't like the sneaker, you don't like the sneaker. This to me was the best colorway for the LeBron. I'm so out of it right now. The Kobe 8. And I love the variegation of the upper with this blue and the hits of this, what is it, Total Crimson or whatever color this is. It's very, very bright. And I love the milky clear sole on this with a speckled midsole. I think this is a perfect execution of a Kobe, and even the lace, down to the laces and the lace tips. I mean, it's just perfect in my opinion for the shoes. So definitely this one was on my list. It definitely gives you kind of a Galaxy vibe to it, and I didn't have to pay any crazy price. They're not selling for more than retail as far as I know. So definitely a good pickup for me. Moving on, we have, let's see here. We have the return of the Nike Air. The 88s, this is definitely another good pickup. It was one of those ones where I was kind of on the fence. If I got them, I got them. If I didn't, I didn't. I did luck out, and I was able to get a pair. I do have the cements with the Jumpman on the back as well. But having with the Nike Air is pretty rad, I have to say. I don't know when and if they will actually release the pair of black cement 3s. I did mention to you guys previously, it was rumored that they were going to come out. I thought they were going to come out too because I didn't check with any sources. Then later I did check, and then they said absolutely it's not happening this year. And as we did see, it did not end up releasing with the black cements. But the white cement here, if you didn't see, there's a bunch new Jordan 3 colorways coming out next year, including like a reverse true blue looking colorway. Then I know they're calling it royal, but to me it looks like a true blue, and it looks pretty insane. So just a heads up on that. Check my website if you guys want, collectivekicks.com, and it has more information on that and a lot of other things. I try to keep up on the news as much as possible. Moving on, we have the next one, and I have two here, and this is part of the Fear pack. I did the Fear 3 and 4 pack, the 3s and the 4s. Obviously, I love these 3s. Shout out to Asian Joe again for hooking me up with these. He found them sitting in his local mall, and I was able to get them from him. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to have these, and it's one of my favorite. There wasn't a lot of 3s released this year, but it was definitely an awesome one for me because of the orange. The hits of orange on this shoe is amazing, and the orange air bubble and hits of orange on the sole. You can't go wrong with that. These ones have been worn a little bit. You can see they're a little dirty, but some of them I wear, some of them I don't. You know, I get a lot of flack for it, but I mean, if I DS like 5 shoes in a week, nobody will even care. So I'm not doing it for you guys. I unds shoes whenever I feel like wearing them, and when I have an opportunity, more importantly, to wear them. So anyway, these ones are awesome as well. In my opinion, the 4s, they're so crazy. This quality on this materials, it was nuts. I really, really like it. And then the midsole as well. I thought these were just executed really, really well. Moving on, we have the next in the list, and I don't know what number we are on because there's so many random ones here. So this is the one next on the list, and some of you guys are going to hate this one as well. But I like what this one stands for. I like the hits of blue. If the blue was replaced by red, this shoe would be an unbelievable shoe. We saw a lot of customs with that done. We saw customs with the vent done along with these. But I do like what this shoe represents. The elephant print, yes, it is a little overbearing for some. I think they're fresh. I think that these are just crazy looking sneakers, and I appreciate everything that they did for these. You can tell again, and I keep promoting this, but the upper is all one piece. Like, this is crazy. The materials on this is crazy, and the design is crazy. You have the wax laces like you do on some of the other Jordan 5s that came out this year, but this one is definitely up there with a great pickup. Even though the price was expensive, the box was awesome. We're seeing a red colorway coming out at the end of the month, and that's not the end of the Lab series, you guys. There's going to be a lot more models, and I know a little bit more about it, but I can't say anything. But definitely a dope shoe in my opinion, and definitely made my top 25 list. Moving on, we have a pair of non-Nikes, and you guys are going to be like, what? Non-Nikes, and I'm not meaning Jordans. I have these right here. Is it John Vervados? I don't even know how to say the dude's name. But these Chucks, to me, are just so dope. With the metal toe, If you guys didn't see my review of these, I did a review of them when I picked them up. They're expensive. I think they were $1.80. I just have to check back my video because I don't remember the price. They're expensive though. Really, really nice premium leather, and the fact that the toes are metal, and they kind of have like a vintage look to them, like the midsole and everything. This shoe to me was just awesome. I don't have any Chucks, but these ones I thought were so rad that I ended up picking these ones up, and they're just one of my favorite shoes this year. So that is me branching out a teeny bit by getting some Converse. But the next one is going to show that I actually branched out a lot this year. This is a big step for me, dudes, and I ended up getting these. This is the next on the list. This is a Lillard, the real deals, and these ones are signed by Damian Lillard. Shout out to Damian for holding it down right now, dude. He is doing work for Portland. You can see right there the signature, and these shoes are just crazy. Adidas. I went to the release. If you guys missed the release, I have a video on that as well. And I got to meet him and have him sign the shoes and stuff like that. I also met AFA, Always Fresh Apparel, that day. We camped out together. It was a fun day. But these shoes made the list because it's pretty crazy for me to break out of my Nike and Jordan trend. Living in Oregon and being like 10 minutes from Nike headquarters, I'm kind of lean towards Nike. But these ones are the first pair of Adidas, and the reason why are because of the Blazer, Damian Lillard, and the fact that he is from Portland and stuff. And that really drove me home to get these. I really think Adidas, and I did an article on CollectiveKicks.com about this, Adidas needs to give him a signatured model. Give him a signatured shoe already. The dude is a monster. He's going to be a phenomenal superstar. Just wait and see, and I hope he takes Portland far. But these ones are definitely on my list, and it's just random and rare for me, and hopefully next year we'll see me expand a little bit more and get some New Balance and some Asics in here even. I'm not I never will be like one of those people that claim to know a lot about those type of sneakers, but I can respect what they do and the materials that they have on those types of shoes look really good, and I'm excited to expand a little bit. Let's move on. We have a lot more to cover. Next one on my list, not one, actually not two, or not one, but both of these, the SC trainers and the original colorways. I ended up getting these from an outlet deal for just super cheap. I don't remember the actual price again. I think they're like $64 each, but really premium leather on these shoes. These ones were the definitely premium released, and you can tell the color's a little bit like different. It's not like super white. It's a little bit yellowish, but premium materials and just an all-around awesome shoe for both of them, actually, the SC1s and the 2s. So the trainers made the list because of the original colorways, and as soon as I saw them sitting on the back wall, I definitely had to have them. So those ones are up on this list as well. Moving on, we have next on the list the gloves, and these ones make the list because it's just an awesome colorway and an awesome shoe to come back. And this colorway is the one that I really wanted. I didn't get the Oregon State colorway. I will soon. It just was bad timing because I bought so many other sneakers at that time that I ended up not getting the Oregon State colorway. And I know that they're just going to end up staying on shelves. I mean, they don't say Oregon State on them, or I would have bought them, but they'll stay on shelves and they'll end up in the outlets most likely, and I'll probably scoop them up then. But this is the original colorway that I had back in the day, $30. I paid for them way back in the day. And I love the little monkey paws, or monkey gloves as I used to call them. But this shoe is just crazy. And even though it's kind of slept on and they're selling for retail or whatever, this colorway in particular for me was a definite must cop. So glad to have this one into the collection. Moving on, we have a LeBron 10 Elite in the first colorway. And this shoe to me again is just super, super sexy. Look at the gold flakes in the bottom. And then you can see the speckled midsole on this shoe is just wild. And then the hits of the gold, like on the foil or whatever, on that swoosh. And then you have that crazy lion with that gold on it. This shoe is just nuts. Carbon fiber. This is like the epitome of luxury. This is like a luxury shoe. And regardless of the price that you can get for the shoe, this shoe definitely costs a lot of money to make and manufacture. And I can appreciate every aspect of this shoe. I just think it's just an all-around awesome shoe. So definitely this one makes my top list for sure, in this colorway specifically. Moving on, let's see what we have here. All right, so the next on the list are the Megatrons. And these, if you shine a light on these guys, this material right here is very reflective. And you can see that there's some intricate patterns and whatnot in the inside of that. The 3M on this is probably one of the best 3Ms I've seen on a shoe this year. And 3M has been a big thing. So that says something. The glow isn't really bright, but it does have glow right there on that little strip. I think that is an awesome little thing. So 3M and glow on a Transformer shoe with a Decepticon logo on the back, dude. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that for me. This shoe was an absolute pickup for me. I didn't pick up the other one yet, the CJ81. I still want it, but I'm not going to. It just, again, bad timing. You know, I ended up picking up a lot of other sneakers that weekend as well, so I just couldn't afford every single one of them that I want, and so I ended up just getting this one. But this is a great shoe in my opinion as well. Moving on, let's see what else we have on the list. All right, guys, next on the list we have the black grapes, and then I guess I'll put these up in the backdrop just because those are the Oreos that I recently picked up. Same kind of materials, but the black grapes to me are a great shoe. These shoes definitely make my top, what is this, top 10 now? Or close to it if it's not the top 10. This ones definitely make the list. I love the fact that they took an original colorway and flipped it. I thought it was just an amazing job that they ended up doing on this shoe, and definitely had my eye as soon as I actually saw these before any images surfaced of these shoes, and it was just crazy when I saw them. I was like, it was a good moment for me. It was a silent victory. As soon as I saw them, I was like cheering inside because I knew that I had to have them. I did have a lookout from Henry on these ones, so shout out to him. I do appreciate the lookout. Yeah, so let's keep it moving. We'll keep it moving to the next pickup. And all right, guys, so next on the list we have the Toro 4s, and I had a lookout from Optimus P on these. Thank you, sir, for that. On these shoes right here. This is another one of those shoes that I saw before. I'm trying to get a little zoom in here. I ended up seeing these ones before they dropped and had any images on these as well. And I knew that like it was going to be one of those shoes that was going to be crazy. Now, I know that a lot of people have these, and I don't know what they're reselling for, and I don't really care, but it's just one of those things that the hype is crazy, and then they had so many that released, so the hype kind of dies down a little bit. Wait 5 years and see what people think about these shoes, because these shoes to me are still crazy dope. One of the best colorways I've seen on an original silhouette that has newly been introduced with this red suede upper, or red nubuck upper, not suede. I think that's the thing people were pissed about. It wasn't suede. It was nubuck. But I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but nubuck is more expensive than the suede. So it's kind of funny that, I mean, this material is more expensive than suede, at least from what I've been told. But regardless, this shoe definitely makes the top list because it's just a sexy shoe, in my opinion. Definitely a dope shoe. Moving on, there's a couple more still, huh? Man, we got to get through these. I got, the next one is 2 shoes again, and I got my 2 IDs here. These ones are my LeBron 10 IDs. Love these shoes a lot. I love them so much, man. No, so I designed 2 different Nike ID LeBron 11s. I love the LeBron 11s. I don't know if I just said 10s. I meant 11s. But LeBron 11s, you can see my name, DJ Hess, inside this one, and the other one said Big Bang for this model because it was kind of inspired after the Big Bangs. Yes, this one glows in the dark, and yes, it is worn and dirty. This one I haven't worn yet, but I will soon. And these ones were inspired by the Oregon State Beavers, and you can see on the inside, if I pick this up, it says Go. And then on the other one, which I can't dig up now because it's piled under a bunch of sneakers, it says Beavs. So it says Go Beavs on these ones, and these ones glow in the dark as well. And this is the milky glow in the dark. This one glows brighter than this one, but this is a great shoe in my opinion. I love designing both of them in orange. I know it's kind of overdoing it, but it's nice to have options. I wear a lot of orange, black and orange t-shirts and hats and everything else, so can't really go wrong with different options for me in these. Moving on, let's see here. Where are the next shoes? All right, guys, so next up we have a shoe that returned this year, the classic Steel 10s, and this shoe has definitely grown on me quite a bit. Never been a huge fan of the 10s, but the more I see them, the more it kind of grows on me. And the fact to have them in person, it helps a lot more. I mean, you grow an appreciation, I guess, more for the sneaker when you have them in person or see them in person than when you see images of them. And this is a classic colorway for me, and to be able to have it is great. I love the fact that they made a general release of the shoe. That way a lot of people can pick up the shoe if they want it, and I really dig this colorway. So it's just plain and simple, and it's black and gray and white. I mean, you can't really go wrong with that. It's just, again, a simple and classic colorway. So that one definitely made my top 10. Next up, we have one that I wear a crap ton. You can tell because they're dirty. And then I'm going to put up a couple other ones just as backdrop. You know. So I have some Roshis here. They didn't make the list, but it should be honorable mention again for some sneakers because I love the Roshi runs. They're so comfortable. But in case you guys didn't or never tried these ones on, for me, like the Flyknit Chucks are like amazing. These things are insane. They're so comfortable and they're very, very dirty. I've even cleaned them a couple times, but I just wear these ones a ton. They're the most comfortable shoes that, in my opinion, that I own out of my entire collection. The Flyknit Chucks are, and I mean more so than the Roshis, but the Roshis get an honorable mention because I really do like the Roshis. But these shoes are nuts. I love the design of this colorway. I love that this is black and gray, and I had a chance to double up on these and I didn't do it. And when I went back to the store to pick them up, they were all gone in this colorway, and I was so bummed because it was such a good price for them. But yeah, man, I definitely these ones are my top list. What is it, top 5 or close to the top 5? I don't even know. 2, 4, 5. Yeah, I think this rounds out the top 5. Definitely a shoe that if you guys don't have, I recommend getting one and just try them on. They are just amazing. So that's that. This is the next one on the list. And then, of course, I have some of the Roshis here. I actually really like this, the one I recently got with the quilted toe on the boot. The Roshi boots are pretty awesome, too. But, all right, so let's jump into the top 4 now. So we have another return to the classic, and I know some people are going to be like, why is this one in your collection? But I've been after the Laneys for years. I've wanted this colorway for a long time. I like the return of kind of classic colorways, and this one was one that definitely I wanted to get my hands on. So the Laneys are on that list for sure. It is my old grade school colors, the blue and gold right here. But these shoes are definitely on the list, and how can you go wrong with like a classic colorway like this? The reason why the Fire Reds weren't on this list is because I already had them previously from the previous releases. So even though I got them, if I didn't have them before, both of those shoes would be on the list. But since I already had the previous retros of them, I didn't put them on the list only for that reason. But these ones definitely made the top 5 for me this year because it was just a classic, and I'm sure you can probably pick them up for retail if you guys are interested. I just think it's an all-around awesome shoe. Moving on, we have, let's see here, another sneaker that's released. Oh, here it is. Sorry. I'm trying to find all these sneakers through just looking through my piles of shoes down here. It's kind of ridiculous. But, all right, so next up we have the Jordan 10 Dornbecker, and I ended up getting 2 pairs of these ones, luckily. These shoes are just crazy. They're super crazy, and I know a lot of people like love to hate, and they don't like them. They think they look childish or whatever else they might say about them. But for me personally, I think the shoes look amazing. I was fortunate enough to meet Daniel a couple times. It was awesome to be able to meet the kid. I ended up actually even getting the hat that goes with the shoes, and this hat was not released. So it's pretty cool that I was able to get the hat with the sneakers. I really liked this hat, and it's just definitely a nice little addition to the collection. So I ended up getting the hat, ended up getting a double up of the shoes. I wore these a couple times already. I wore these to the Drake concert actually, and man, it's just a dope looking shoe, and black, red, and I mean you can't really go wrong with clear soles. And I really do like this kind of camo print on it as well. I think it looks good, and the red tiger camo upper right here, which is I believe what it's inspired after, red tiger camo. But let's go ahead and move on. And so a lot of these, I mean, this is rounding out the top 25, and some of you guys are going to have some things to say about the hype beast factor of things, but you guys can say whatever you need. But it is what it is, and these ones are definitely on the top of my list. Top 2 for sure, the Dornbecker Foamposites. If you guys did not know, I'm a huge Foamposite fan. Been a fan of Foamposites since '97, and the Royal Blue Penny Foamposites is my favorite shoe, just like favorite shoe in general. But these shoes just really spoke to me. I'm really, really happy to get these in the collection. I actually have another video that I was going to do. I don't know if I'm going to post it yet, of the Dornbecker Foamposites and some extra stuff and some extra insight about the stories of the shoe. And like that B right there, nobody knows what that B stands for. I can give you guys some insight on that. Latitude and longitude inside the shoe, I covered a little bit. But there's definitely some hidden things on the shoe that I can cover. Look for that video soon, because there's just a handful of facts that I ended up getting straight from Elijah Diggins' dad. Elijah Diggins is the one that designed the sneakers. So pretty cool that I was able to get some of that information. And I want to be able to share that with you guys. So look for that soon. But definitely one of the top sneakers in the collection. If you guys didn't see a full review of this, I'm not going to go over all the details. It could take 20 minutes of my time just re-talking about this sneaker. Absolutely love this sneaker though, and there's a good reason why this is on top in the top 2. But the number 1 sneaker pickup for myself would be the Doernbecher 5s, and I was fortunate enough to get a double up of this sneaker. This sneaker to me is what it's all about. I realize that there's an exclusive feel to this sneaker because they're fairly limited, but regardless of that, like the story behind this sneaker is one that it places this shoe up like not just of the top pickups in 2013, but one of the top sneakers that I have in my entire collection. It's a shoe that means that much to me. I was able to meet the family and talk to the family of Isaac, and it was a really good experience. My wife actually works in the city where Isaac's family's from. Like the story behind this shoe is nuts. Rest in peace to Isaac, and it's just a sad, tragic story. The outcome of the sneaker is hands down probably one of the best Doernbechers, if not the best Doernbecher design in my opinion, out of any of them. I love this design. I love the all over print text across the shoe. I think it just looks amazing. The glow in the dark on this shoe is fierce. It glows so crazy bright. It's amazing. And then you get that little flashlight that came with it as well. Although it doesn't seem very fancy, that flashlight is dope because it actually makes it, and I don't have it on me right now, but it actually makes it really cool because you actually can aim it on the areas that glow and it will actually just instantly start glowing. So regardless of any hype, this shoe definitely came in at number 1 for me for this year. Anyway guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here. Thanks for watching. If you guys watched through this entire video, give yourself a pat on the back, thumbs up the video if you guys liked the video. Top 25 for myself this year. If you guys have a top list of any sneakers you guys want to send them to me, hit me up on Twitter at HESKICKS, and I'll take a look at them. I always like to see these type of things and see why you guys picked up what and what you end up keeping and what you end up liking. It's fun being involved with the sneaker culture and seeing and interacting with you guys on this type of a level, because I like to be able to share my passion, and I like you guys to be able to share your passion back. So anyways, this is pretty much it. Check back soon again for the top 10 pickups that were not released from 2013, but I ended up getting a lot of retros. Completed my LeBron 10 or LeBron 1 through 11 collection, if you guys didn't see that, as well as a lot of other throwbacks for myself. So excited to show you guys that video. But happy holidays, man. Have a good rest of the year, and thank you guys for watching and all the constant support. I definitely appreciate it, and have a good one again. Later, guys.